Hi folks, I'm going to show you how to complete this negative space drawing exercise. Okay, you can see that this worksheet has images against a background, and it also has numbers placed with it. So you can see this is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. This is 2 by 3 inches. And then this last square is 4 by 6 inches. So if you're not able to print out the worksheet, you can certainly do this on a plain piece of paper, and you can measure out these spaces. I have the worksheet, I'm going to work on it, but again, you can just draw out the square on a separate piece of paper in your sketchbook, that would be fine. So I don't want you to worry too much about using a ruler for creating the drawing itself other than the boxes. I want you to kind of use your eyes to perceive the space. So when I look at this space, if I were to kind of gauge where the halfway point was, say it'd be about here, right? So I can even make a little X kind of going through the piece. So as you can see, that about a quarter of this is just empty space, and then I'm going to create a little grid over here. The goal is to help you improve in drawing the objects that exist in front of you, but also rendering the space behind them accurately, which will help the drawings to look accurate. So I'm going to first start out drawing the space here. Again, we're just drawing the negative space. I'm not worrying about the details of the scissors. So I'm going to look at how this touches the edge over here. And then it kind of comes in and up. And having these kind of guides is very helpful for me because I can know what section to draw into, right? And then I can see here that I've got this kind of like triangle that's formed. And then it comes to a little point. I'm not going to draw the inside of the scissor. So now I'm drawing the long point of the scissor. I can see the shape that's formed here is also kind of a triangle. Kind of comes up and then it comes down again. So again, I'm going section by section, really almost looking at like the outline of the shape and then the space that's created behind it. And then this is also a negative space, the space behind the scissor, right, where you would hold on to it. And you can look at your drawing too and identify if something looks a little off. Like, for instance, I feel that I didn't make this space tall enough, so I can make those adjustments. I can start looking at it and examining the negative space, and that can also help you to identify like, hey, that's not quite working. Okay, so that's essentially what we're doing. You can remove the grid lines when you're done. Next, you're going to come down to your RAM, and then I'd say the most challenging would be your figure listening to music.